Life constantly moves between arrival and departure. We gain and we lose. People enter our lives, walk beside us for a time, and eventually move on. Objects that once brought comfort slowly wear down or disappear. Even our own body is never still, changing, aging, quietly moving toward its natural conclusion. Yet suffering does not arise simply because things change. It arises because we hold on to what was never meant to be held. We demand permanence from a world that is built on movement. We wish youth would stay, relationships would never shift, and success would remain untouched by time. But life does not bend to our desires. The Buddha taught that liberation is not found by gripping tighter, but by learning how to release. This is the heart of detachment, not a lack of care, but freedom from fear. When we begin to see clearly, we realize that much of our anxiety is self-created. We exhaust ourselves trying to control outcomes, people, and moments that are beyond our command. The tighter we cling, the more tension we feel. But when we soften our grasp, something within us loosens. Fear begins to fade. In that quiet space, a subtle freedom emerges. Detachment, known in Buddhism as Viraja, is often misunderstood. Many think it means emotional distance or cold indifference. In truth, it is the ability to love deeply without chains, to care sincerely without possession, to give openly without demanding a return. Attachment makes us suffer twice. First through the fear of loss, and again when loss inevitably arrives. Detachment frees us from this endless loop. To live with detachment is to hold life with open palms instead of clenched fists. It is the strength to remain grounded while change moves around us. This way of living does not reject love. It refines it. Love becomes lighter, purer, no longer burdened by fear. We learn to meet life with gentleness, understanding that nothing can truly be owned. In this understanding, a steadier, more resilient form of love is born, one that survives change instead of breaking under it. Why does loss frighten us so deeply? Because we secretly crave permanence. We build inner stories that say, "This will last forever," but nothing does. We fear losing people, yet relationships evolve. We fear losing health, yet the body is always shifting. We fear losing status or recognition, yet the world never stands still. These fears grow from illusion, the belief that something can remain unchanged. When that illusion collapses, suffering takes its place. The Buddha taught that clinging is the root of fear. When there is nothing we insist on holding, there is nothing left to lose. Attachment builds an inner prison where our happiness depends on keeping life frozen in one form. But life refuses to be frozen. Detachment breaks those invisible walls. It gives us the inner strength to face change without falling apart. Loss may still come, but it no longer controls us. We are no longer haunted by the constant fear of what might be taken away. Impermanence, or Anicca, stands at the core of the Buddha's teachings. Everything that arises will eventually pass. Look at nature. Spring blooms, summer matures, autumn releases, and winter rests. No season stays forever. yet each carries its own beauty. Our lives unfold the same way. Joys, struggles, beginnings, endings. All are seasons that visit, remain briefly, and then move on. Suffering appears not because seasons change, but because we resist them. We try to trap spring or deny winter. But when impermanence is fully understood, we learn to cherish each moment without clinging. We begin to move in harmony with life's rhythm. Impermanence does not drain life of meaning. It gives life its value, teaches us reverence for each fleeting moment. It reminds us that happiness and pain are temporary guests, and in their passing, they whisper the same truth. Everything flows. When detachment becomes part of our life, freedom naturally follows. The freedom to love without fear, to give without expectation, to live without constant anxiety about tomorrow. Imagine life as a flowing river. When you grasp the rocks, the current strains against you and suffering arises. When you let go, the water carries you gently forward. Detachment is trusting the river. It is knowing that change will come and choosing peace instead of resistance. This freedom is not escape from responsibility. It is the ability to act wisely while remaining calm about results. It is living fully without becoming a prisoner of outcomes. Detachment is not an abstract idea meant only for monks or philosophers. It can be practiced quietly each day. When worry appears, notice how it grows from attachment. Do not fight it. Simply observe it and allow it to pass, like a cloud drifting through the sky. When joy arrives, let it fill you completely without trying to imprison it in time. Moments shine brighter when we accept that they are temporary. When you love someone, love without ownership. Love deepens when it is free from fear. And when life changes, as it always will, trust the movement instead of resisting it. Every ending creates space for something new. Every loss carries the seed of transformation. Detachment does not distance you from life. It brings you closer to its essence. It allows you to stand in joy without grasping and in pain without despair. It teaches you to meet each moment with openness, dignity, and grace. Detachment is not a rejection of living. It is the most harmonious way to live. It does not mean loving less. It means loving without fear. It does not mean enjoying life less. It means releasing the need to hold what must pass. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that when we let go, we do not lose. We gain freedom. We gain clarity. We gain a heart that remains steady in the face of change. So live with open hands. Care deeply without clinging. Love fully without fear. In doing so, you will discover the true freedom of detachment. Freedom is not found in holding on, but in releasing with wisdom and compassion. And when we live this way, we uncover a peace that no loss can ever take away.